it out?
Well, we won, but it's just...
Oh, you won? Did you get that? Hold on. Are you taping?
Yeah.
This man, I can't take Blake anywhere. We wrote an offer yesterday, and he said...
We won.
We win. This is when you know you're totally out of the loop. It's when the man writes offers for our clients, and I have no idea. What's up? Who wants some hats? You know, we don't just give out the hats just to give them out. You gotta kind of like earn them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just walked in and the guy behind the camera is wearing something called Adidas or something. What is that? Like, what is Adidas? It's all about the one street swag. You understand? Everything starts with one. Remember that. So do you want a hat or not? Yeah? Okay. Well, it's time to unload something on your head, and I will trade you. This, trash. This, winning. There's this one guy that I know, his name is Blake, last name Herring. Sometimes he goes by the name of Samir, that's usually what people call me. But my name is Samer for the record, S-A-M-E-R. So look, you see this thing? It's nice and pretty, nice and camouflage. Totally did a cool iteration. We love messing around with our gear, but I'm gonna go give it to him. He may honestly lose his mind because he's so into hats. Follow me. Hi Blake.
What's up?
How you doing?
Trying to hide. What's up?
Trying to hide from who?
Clients.
Look man, I got you something.
Oh, now I can hide. See? The camo, they won't see me.
I've been waiting for this, haven't you?
I do like the camo.
Isn't it cool?
Oh, we're all gonna be matching.
Well look man, it's my pleasure.
Bequeathing me.
Yes.
Nice.
You have been knighted.
Thank
Please
you.
put it on, let us see how it looks.
You gotta mess with the brim, the old school style. See, the new style is the flat. I don't know.
Now we're really partners. Can you believe it?
Samer and Samir, back at it again.
I'm gonna start going by Blake. It'll probably open a lot more doors for me.
That is true.
Peace. What's up? So today we're gonna actually go and visit a property we're about to list. So we want to just go check out the condition, start understanding the neighborhood, and also vision our marketing plan. So I'm gonna take you to a really awesome property that I sold a couple years ago, and finishing off one of my clients' portfolios. And excited to go see that property again. So follow us. Here we go. All right. Here's the crib. There it is. A nice gray monster. Oh, they got the grass. That's nice of them. So it was a couple of years ago. I met a client of mine and sold him this property. We're back again. What's really cool about real estate is obviously if you keep in touch and you keep good relations, you not only earn a buyer out of it, but you also earn a potential seller. The lesson that's really, really important, I think, for all real estate agents is, keep in touch with your clients, keep in touch with them, check in with them, see what's going on in their lives. And a lot of buyers these days, and especially I teach this to my agents, they don't realize a lot of times that we also are listing agents. So people start thinking, oh, you just sold me a house and that's all you know how to do. Well, that's totally wrong. So, lesson of the day is make sure you stay in touch with your clients, make sure they understand what you can do, what your menu is like. And that way you don't just get one deal, you get two and you get more and you get tons of referrals. So keep in touch with your clients. It's really, really important. So I'll start turning the lights on, Blake. Like any listing, it's really important that, one, your product. Luckily, I sold the house, so I know who the builder was. I know pretty much the neighborhood. I've sold a couple of houses actually on the same street as a listing agent as well. And so it's really cool to come back and see, again, what the updates were, the condition of the home, get a feel for anything of that, the upgrades that the seller did, try to understand their game plan, how aggressive they want to be on pricing. And then once we finish from the property, we're going to know what little adjustments need to happen. We'll look at other listings in the neighborhood that are for sale and also what has sold. And then we'll be able to create basically a strategy, a marketing plan, be able to tell the owner, hey, the range of values from X and X, we should start at this level. This is when we can list it. And obviously in between all that, there's paperwork that needs to get done. And then the good news is we have a media department with a really badass camera, videographer, and editor that runs our department. That's probably behind this camera. So don't tell him that I said this, but he's a beast. He's gonna make this place look amazing.
Right, that's what I'm saying, 4, 1, and then 1, so 5. They've stayed 6, 6.5 back here.
I'm trying to tell you, it's the top.
Right, there's 1 bedroom.
And then there's 4, that's 5, and this is
6. Yeah, they had 6 beds, 6.
Yeah. And these are why you do walkthroughs, because at the end of the day, yes, we're going to sell the property, but at the same time, when you start having water issues or things like that, that's an immediate concern, and you still own the house and you need to address it ASAP because it could get worse, right? Can I get some privacy? Just finished looking at this property. Obviously, it's really important to reverse engineer what other properties are out there. So let's say we listed this for X amount. Well, what else is somebody else going to look at? So it's really important that we actually go and see and visit those other listings. There aren't a lot, but if there's 2 or 3 other homes that are out in the marketplace along with this one, it's really important that we go and see them as what a buyer would see, because it's, to be a good listing agent, you have to reverse engineer who your demographic purchaser is going to be. Obviously I know it's going to be a family or a couple, could be even a single person, but this is not for an investor, right? Not only am I running a company and with multiple divisions and over 70 people, I'm also having my own book of business over those years. I still am a full-time agent, broker. It's very rare to find people that you can trust. And that are loyal, and that can also be your voice. And I think when you mature and you grow, you also have to let go of control, and that's something that I've done over the years. Reverse engineer what you don't like. That'll create a job, create a role. And again, I've tried to find partners for myself in my own business, but it really didn't work out. But again, today I'm blessed to have met Blake, and we have done a great job together. Obviously there's obstacles and trials and tribulations in learning, but let me introduce you to the man himself, because he's sitting in the back seat right now, and he is so damn good that I'm his Uber driver. Can you believe it?
Best Uber there is. No, it's been a blessing since meeting Sammer probably 2 to 3 years ago at my buddy's birthday party. I always heard he was a good salesman, he gave me a spiel, how busy he is, how much business that we'll do if I come on, and it's actually, we have destroyed that number, and we can continue to grow. We'll probably hit close to 50 million this year. The best part, and my goal is to have him not involved. He needs to run the company, keep doing what he's doing, expanding. The less real estate he does, the better we're all off, because that means we're growing as a company, and growth is key.
We have a building on Connecticut Avenue in DC. It's a 19-unit project we've been working on for almost 5 years now, and we are at the stage where we're doing our final inspections and ultimately getting our C of O. C of O is our certificate of occupancy, which is what basically the document we look for to allow move-ins and or sale, for example. So we're going to meet an agent and his group that are looking for, an investment property. And ultimately, let's see where this thing goes. What do you think of the studio?
This is the nicest studio I've seen in DC by far.
But why? What is it that's resonated?
I mean, look how bright it is. Not aside from the finishes, but the brightness, all these windows. It's
And they open.
It's arguably one of the nicest units in the building, and it's
just
a space.
Yep. And what's funny is, but here's what we did. We put the studios in the corners, even though we could have put the twos. But we thought this would give it a more trade-off, right? But usually you do the opposite.
Right. It's a great trade-off.
The base moldings, the flooring. I mean, we put outlets on the ground.
This is nice, man.
Yeah.
This is really wow.
Success. This is my man Noel.
What's up?
Noel and I go way back. We work together. Now this is what life's about. It's about paying it forward. It's a small world out there, and we had a great showing, and hopefully his clients will end up liking it. What's there not to like? I mean, look, it does not come with the porta potty. Okay, don't worry about that. It does not come with the porta john. There's 19 bathrooms, actually 30-something bathrooms in there, so you have a lot of options. That was a success. So we met with one of the brokers. I walked through the entire building with him. He's gonna go over it with his clients. His clients are running a little bit late. I gotta jump to the next appointment. I'm not usually on the road all the time, but I am slammed. Playing, CEO, playing broker, playing real estate agent. And at the end of the day, whether he has buyers for this today or not, at the very least, you get to show them a building that they can put in their pocket and hopefully find someone else for it. So it's a great Class A building that's going to make great cash flow. And where are you going to find a building that's already done? I mean, think about it with COVID and construction and delays and labor costs. To have a fully ready building that can be rented, it's pretty damn good in my opinion. I am tired. See these eyes? I'm exhausted, but the show has to go on. I have not only have we been growing this company, since October, partnership that we launched called Flex, where I was really able to invest in the infrastructure and really hit off, a lot of the talent and the team that was really needed to be created to make something work. I'm also been building myself. I have to kind of take a moment sometimes and breathe. As an entrepreneur, sometimes you feel like everything's broken and busted and doesn't work and no one appreciates anything. But these are the trials and tribulations that, one goes through. I think the hardest critic or the harshest person in our lives is ourselves. And I know I can beat myself up a lot. But sometimes you got to smell the roses and be like, you know what? We've ran so fast. We've built the team. We've built the model. We've hit our goals, and now we're tweaking things here and there. But one of the negative sides, I guess, of being a leader is that not everyone gets to see all the hard work you put behind the scenes. A lot of times agents are just worried about right now, what's in it for them. How's it going to help me right now? And that attitude obviously sucks, but at the same time, you have to kind of grow numb to things that, I may not like. You have to adapt to other people and change to their behavior. As much as you can take a hardline stance and argue and just get annoyed and get mad, you have to be able to be a chameleon. You have to be able to figure out where your battles need to be fought. And a lot of time I catch myself having to bite my tongue and or just be super patient, because some things are just not worth fighting about or flipping the table on. I think I've had to learn how to not be so reactive and keep it moving, because you have one issue here and one issue there and one issue there. Well, you have another 108 things that are not, it's not fair for those things to suffer because of these 3 things. So you have to learn how to compartmentalize things and how to separate certain problems and what are priorities and what is not priority. So, again, big learning and constant growth happens all the time. And I know I can look back the last couple of years to now, and I can tell you that, mentally, experience-wise, maturity, like I said, the way I evaluate things, the way I plan things is totally different than it was before. I don't put money first at all. Honestly, I've had it, I've lost it, I've had it, I've lost it. But what really matters is the wealth in the mind. And, to be the best you can be is getting out of your own way, being patient, thinking ahead, and taking a moment sometimes to breathe and realize that everything is okay. But having drive and hustle can be your biggest strength and also your biggest weakness. So again, we'll see where today takes us, because I still got a big day in front of me, and a lot of things at hand that I have to plan out and get done. There's never enough hours in the day, but that's what keeps things fun and attractive, is that you don't know what's going to happen. So again, I've accepted the challenge as a leader, and I will continue to do the best that I can do every day.